This episode of the Android Apps Weekly Show is brought to you by Diagoo Cloud Backup. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Handy, the Android Authority App Guy, and welcome back to Android Apps Weekly. This is episode 112. Let's get right into those headlines, and don't forget to stick around after the outro for a special announcement. A new report out of AVG shows which applications take up the most battery, storage, and data usage. Unsurprisingly, most of them are audio and video streaming applications with a smattering of social media and messaging applications such as Facebook, Tumblr, and Snapchat. Google is now giving people the opportunity to become a beta tester for the official Google application. For the time being, there's nothing new quite yet, but it's only a matter of time before the beta testers start seeing new features ahead of everyone else. The latest Humble Bundle is now live and includes games from Kemco. For those who don't know, Kemco makes JRPG-style games, so pretty much all of these have a ton of content. You'll get 3 games for paying whatever you want, and 4 more if you beat the average. You'll also be helping charity, which is always a good thing. Samsung Pay is reportedly making its way out to Verizon Samsung devices as the company's slow rollout of the app continues. Of course, finding the app in the Play Store is like playing a game of hide-and-seek right now, but we're sure these kinks will be worked out eventually. The Google Play Store is on the verge of a total redesign that separates entertainment stuff from the applications. The new design is set to go live sooner or later, so keep an eye out for that. It looks nice, it looks well organized, and it'll be mostly a welcome change. For even more Android apps and games news, don't forget to check out this week's newsletter, which is linked in the video description below. There you'll find all the stuff we didn't have time or space for here today. If you're so inclined, you can head on over to the written companion and sign up with your email address so we can send this to you every single week. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our Twitch channel. We have a lot of fun playing games on there, and while we are swamped with stuff right now, we have every intention of getting back there to play again sometime soon. Follow us now and don't miss out when that happens. Okay folks, let's take a look at the apps and games that made a big splash this week. As usual, if you want to check any of these apps or games out, we'll have those links provided for you in the video description below. Rad Boarding is a new game out of Noodle Cake Studios. It's an endless runner-style game where you must board down a mountain while being pursued by tons and tons of lava. You can collect various items to purchase upgrades and power-ups, all while performing all kinds of stunts and tricks for a grizzly bear that keeps asking you to do it. The graphics look pretty good and the game is easy enough to play. There are also some early release issues, so do beware of those. Sega has released the sequel to Sonic Dash, simply called Sonic Dash 2 Sonic Boom. This one revolves around the new Sonic cartoon show that's been out, so you can expect to see references and characters from that. The game itself is not all that different from the first, as it is an infinite runner where you run around trying to collect coins. It also features team mode where you can play with up to 3 players total, new powers, new obstacles, and some more newer content. It is free to download, but there are in-app purchases. NBA 2K16 is an interesting release because it's actually a basketball game in contrast to last year's offering, which was just a card collector game. In this title, you actually play basketball, which is also the game's biggest feature. It comes with a revamped soundtrack, all of the teams and players, and the on-screen controls actually aren't half bad. There are also various modes, including My Career mode, Season mode, and Blacktop modes to play through, with some other content to enjoy. There are in-app purchases, which sucks given the price, but otherwise it doesn't seem like a half-bad game. HTC Restore was released this last week during the announcements and discussions about the 1A9. This is a simple application that doesn't do all that much really. It simply allows you to restore applications, data, and more that you may have backed up using HTC's backup function built into their OEM skin. It's totally free and only for HTC devices running Marshmallow, which means literally no one can download this yet, but it is there if you ever need it. After months of waiting, the day finally arrived when Minecraft Story Mode was released. The highly anticipated title by Telltale Games gives us Minecraft, but with a story with an all-star cast that includes Patton Oswalt, Brian Posehn, Martha Plimpton, Corey Feldman, and others. So far, it's received plenty of positive reviews, and we anticipate that this will be one of the best paid games of the year. The game is classic Telltale Games, which means your decisions will have implications on the story, and there will be a total of 5 episodes released. This week's episode of the Android Apps Weekly Show is sponsored by Diagoo Cloud Backup. This well-designed application gives you 100 gigabytes of free space to back up your device with whatever files you feel like storing there. It employs military-grade encryption to keep your files safe, and you can restore anytime you want to. The application uses Material Design, and it definitely looks really good. You can also choose which folders to back up, when to upload backups, and several other settings to make sure your backups are always up to date. You can pick up an additional 250 gigabytes of storage for $2.99 per month if needed, but the first 100 gigabytes and the app itself is totally on the house. Give it a shot and show your support for the Android Apps Weekly Show. Once again, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. While you're here, why not subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel? If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there, and they're also linked in the video description below for you folks on mobile. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion, which is in the video description below, and don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter and check out our Twitch channel. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Hey everybody, thanks again for watching. This announcement isn't going to take very long. I just wanted to let you guys know that we're going to start airing the Android Apps Weekly show on Wednesdays instead of Fridays. This is because a whole bunch of stuff keeps happening on Thursday and Friday, and I keep missing it because I do the show on Thursday and then air it on Friday. Now I will be doing the show on Tuesday and airing it on Wednesday, so I don't miss any more of those important news stories. That's about it. Thanks for watching again, everybody, and I will see you all next Wednesday.